Well, folks, the Biden administration not only does not care about illegal immigration, there are apparently now entire towns being built in Texas to facilitate it. As the elites in our country decide that the big issues you care about are things like climate change, they're just allowing illegal immigrants to flow unimpeded into the country. According to Griff Jenkins, a national correspondent for Fox News, in the past 4 days, Friday through Monday, total migrant encounters at the southwestern border exceeded 35,000 at an average of nearly 9,000 per day, according to the Border Patrol. The exact count is 35,573 encounters, nearly 9,000 daily average. That does not include known gotaways. Those are huge numbers, obviously. And as it turns out, the illegal immigration problem is becoming a permanent feature of American life. According to a fascinating report by Spencer Lindquist over at the Daily Wire, there's a community called Colony Ridge in Texas. And apparently it has become basically a giant settlement spot for illegal immigrants. Spencer tweeted, "Have you heard about America's largest illegal immigrant settlement that's said to be a hub of cartel activity? I visited Colony Ridge for Daily Wire to learn about a development that's home to 40,000 to 75,000 people and is in the midst of a rapid expansion. Here is what I found." You can see this giant grid, houses being built, and all the rest. Well, according to Spencer, a Texas land developer has established a sprawling settlement north of Houston where thousands of illegal immigrants are believed to have settled, raising concerns among experts and elected officials that the development 400 miles in the interior of the United States could become a strategic asset for the cartels. Apparently, it sprawls across nearly 60 square miles, about the size of Washington, D.C. It's 40 miles outside Houston. Much of Colony Ridge is a third-world shanty town where foreign flags outnumber American ones. How do we know that's a hotbed for illegal aliens? And he says, let me show you. And here he is driving through town. Got half-built houses with people living in them. People living in tents and trailers. Located in Liberty County, Texas, near the small town of Plum Grove, the Colony Ridge development is a sprawling community that, based on an analysis of publicly available information, is growing. It's estimated to be anywhere between 50,000 to 75,000 people. Why? Because of a plan targeted at Texas' Hispanic population. The Daily Wire surveyed the development by helicopter to assess the true extent of its growth. Houses on the ground fly the flags of foreign countries. Many homes display their addresses on spray-painted pieces of plywood. Many structures, many of which are not hooked up to running water, were under construction. Others were unfinished, but didn't appear to be actively getting worked on. At least one plot of land didn't have any structures at all, just a tent in the corner nestled between the shrubs. Despite what appeared to be poor living conditions throughout much of the development, Colony Ridge is exploding. The view from the sky revealed a sprawling labyrinth of roundabouts and endless rows of sidewalkless streets with empty plots waiting to be developed. Apparently, according to Daily Wire, Colony Ridge, owned and operated by a developer named William Trey Harris, is rapidly expanding, at least in part due to a financing arrangement that makes it possible for illegal aliens to buy land deep in the heart of Texas. While traditional financing methods require credit ratings and proof of income, Todd Bensman, a national security fellow at the Center for Immigration Studies, told the Daily Wire that buyers at Colony Ridge are able to circumvent the usual requirements, even dodging the need to provide a social security number. Bensman said because of the traditional bank loan, you have to show you have a credit rating and proof of income. He says that now loans are being created where all you need is a few $100s down as a down payment. The loan is directly from the developer, bypassing traditional mortgages. The buyer might pay high interest rates near 15%, but that's a great deal for somebody who has no other option to buy land at all. They encourage potential buyers to reach out via WhatsApp. The plots of land come with nothing on them at an affordable price. The current offer is 2 adjacent plots of land for $65,000. Bensman told the Daily Wire Colony Ridge is in the midst of maybe its greatest boom ever. So, again, we are just creating, apparently, massive cities filled with illegal immigrants, thanks to Joe Biden. So things are going spectacularly. Let's say that you are a captain of a small boat living in a small Massachusetts town, and there are a couple shark attacks in the area, and you're called upon to go out there and to go and stop the shark. Well, before you head out on a boat that's too small with, like a sheriff and a guy who studies oceanography, before you do those things, you should get life insurance, because about the time the giant shark is chomping on your torso, you'd be thinking, should have listened to Shapiro, should have gotten life insurance, should have head on over to Policy Genius. Policy Genius makes it easy to compare life insurance quotes from top companies and find your lowest price. Let me tell you from personal experience, it is very satisfying to check life insurance off your list. Policy Genius can help you do that today. With Policy Genius, you can find life insurance policies starting at just $292 per year for $1 million in coverage. Some options offer same-day approval and avoid those unnecessary medical exams. Policy Genius's licensed agents works for you, not the insurance companies, which means they don't have an incentive to recommend one insurer over another, so you can trust their guidance. No added fees. Your personal information remains private. Your loved ones deserve that financial safety net, and you deserve a smarter way to find and buy it. Head over to policygenius.com/Shapiro or click the link in the description. See how much you could save. That's policygenius.com/Shapiro. You know what I'm missing right now? My Helix Sleep mattress. I'll be honest with you. Now, you can see I'm here in amazing Jerusalem during the Jewish holidays. It's a thing that I like to bring my family over here. It means that I lose a bucket load of sleep. And right now I am missing my Helix Sleep mattress. Man, I wish I had the Helix Elite. Helix has harnessed years of extensive mattress expertise to bring their customers a truly elevated sleep experience. That Helix Elite collection includes 6 different mattress models, each tailored for specific sleep positions and firmness preferences. I've had my Helix Sleep mattress for almost a decade at this point. It is fantastic. Again, I wish I were relying on it right now with my eyes closed. Helix has a sleep quiz that matches your body type and sleep preferences to the perfect mattress. Why would you buy a mattress made for someone else? I took the Helix quiz. I was matched with a firm but breathable mattress. You can have one made just for you as well. Helix's Labor Day sale is still going on. They are offering 20% off all mattress orders plus 2 free pillows for my listeners. Go to helixsleep.com/Ben. Use code HelixPartner20. This is their best offer yet. It's not going to last long. With Helix, better sleep starts right now. Go check them out right now. Again, helixsleep.com/Ben. Use code HelixPartner20 and get one of their best offers of the year. 20% off all mattress orders plus 2 free pillows for my listeners. All Republicans have to do right here is pick up the chips, right? All the chips are on the table. That's all Republicans have to do. Avoid doing stupid stuff. That's pretty much it. Unfortunately, as we've been talking about a lot lately, the Republicans have an unfortunate habit of jumping with both feet onto every rake in sight. So now, apparently, the GOP is headed directly for a government shutdown. Matt Gaetz is saying openly he wants some sort of government shutdown.
We can't blame Joe Biden and the Democrats for why the Republican-controlled House of Representatives hasn't passed single-subject spending bills. That's our fault. So we have to deal with that. We will likely have to endure some degree of a shutdown.
Okay, or alternatively, you have to deal with the reality on the ground, which is a Democratic Senate and, a Democrat as the president of the United States. According to Politico, House GOP hardliners blocked debate on their own party's defense spending bill on Tuesday, making Pentagon funding the latest casualty of a civil war between McCarthy and his conservative critics. Republican rebels blocked the annual defense appropriations bill in a procedural vote, delivering a stunning loss to McCarthy and Hawks, who'd sought to break an impasse over federal spending that forced leaders to yank the legislation last week. Many conservatives withheld their vote on the Pentagon bill to force Republican leaders to take a harder line on a stopgap in order to keep the lights on. Ultimately, the procedural vote failed on the $826 billion defense spending bill, known as a rule, and it failed in a 212 to 214 vote on Tuesday. 5 Republicans defected on the procedural vote, which almost always falls along party lines. Just phenomenal. Defense hawks decried conservatives led chiefly by the House of Freedom Caucus who have blocked military funding for the past week. And again, I don't even see what exactly is the ask at this point. What exactly is it that you are asking for? It makes very little sense at all. Are you tired of the lies and the twists of the mainstream media talking points? Yeah, me too. Join me in my newest series, Fact, where I dismantle and bring truth to this tiring mainstream agenda.